I'm in Dallas right now. I'm here at an ICE hiring event. Maybe I'll be a enforcement agent. Oh, exciting. I'll do some more vlogging, but it's kind of quiet in here, and I don't know how many people actually want to be on video. But we'll see. We got in. Barely. Apparently, we're supposed to register for the event and did not do that, but they let us in anyway. Bring the resume out. More about that later. Just checking in. I'll let you know how it goes.
You know that they're still going to arrest your family, right? You sign up.
Why would they arrest my family?
Better check your family tree. Might not be as wide as you think.
Well, I don't think they'll be arresting my family. So what?
You're getting a job? Wow.
Oh, they sent me an email.
Oh, I sent you an email? Hey, you're for us.
You guys are racist? That's crazy.
Wow.
Why would I be a racist if I was looking for a job?
Because you're doing that.
Doing what?
You don't know what ICE does, sweetie?
Well, it's like law enforcement, right?
No, it's not like
Yeah.
No, see, actually, the cops are hiring because we worked with the cops down here at this event.
So what do you think about human trafficking? Are y'all for that?
Oh, wow. See?
That's what ICE is. That's literally what ICE is.
Yeah. Oh, so what do y'all think about that? Do y'all not care about law enforcement or human trafficking
And I
or
care
drug
about law
enforcement?
a lot. Yeah.
Which
Like I
crime
said,
are you referring
we were just
to?
working with the cops.
Well-
They're hiring.
Which crime are you
Yeah.
referring to?
I'm talking about human trafficking, drug smuggling, stuff
yeah?
like that.
When
Do
did
you?
that happen?
So what is that?
It's happening a lot right now.
Oh,
With
really?
immigrants? It's
Yeah.
not actually. Did you know
Well,
that
no,
the
we're not
crime
talking
rate-
about immigrants. We're talking about illegal immigrants, right? It's not people that come here illegally. We're talking about people who come here
Do you know what
illegally.
crime it is to be illegal? Do you know what that is? It's
We're-
actually a civil offense equivalent to jail.
Well, right, but it's still not legal. You're not supposed to come over civilly.
No,
He wants to talk to us.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Do you want to talk too?
Yeah.
Mr. Half Native
Expose these
American?
white savior weirdos, man.
Yeah. He doesn't like us because we're white.
Well, I mean, I don't see why you support crime.
You guys are Karen.
Lord bless you.
Because I've worked in the Hispanic community and
Well,
you're
no.
making a judgment. You're making a judgment.
Well,
that
people
you
come
then
over here
still
illegally,
support.
and so I'm wondering, why do you support that?
Because it's a broken system. And
Well,
because
but it's still illegal, right? So why do you support them doing that illegally? There are proper channels for people to come
here's
over
the
here
thing.
as immigrants, right? So
yeah,
it kind of
that's the
takes away
broken
from
system
them.
I was referring
Yeah,
to.
and so to your point, like, how do you justify ICE showing up at?
Well, they're enforcing our laws,
Immigration
right? Otherwise, like,
hearings.
what's wrong with Mexico?
No, I'm asking. They show up at immigration hearings,
Mm-hmm.
the people who are here legitimately, legally doing their due diligence.
Well,
and they drag them out of
that's
courtrooms.
not who they're deporting. They're targeting people
no,
that have come over here
they are.
illegally.
They are.
Well, they
actually.
Well,
are.
I don't think that
So
we're on
where-
the same planet then, actually, because they're deporting people that come over here illegally,
Oh, honey.
What news?
or even
Yeah.
or even have done crime, or
Sure.
felons, or anything like that, or even whatever reason that somebody comes over here and breaks any sort of law, they deport them back, which I'm
Sure.
fine with.
They do a little bit of
The
that.
facts just don't back that up, man. The
A
facts.
little bit.
All right,
Like literally the facts.
Lord bless y'all. All right, y'all have a good day.
Lord,
Lord, that's right.
Jesus didn't act like this, man.
Oh, no, he came to die to save us from our sins, so that way you wouldn't have to pay the punishment for your sins.
Jesus said when there is a stranger in your land, you welcome them in. That is what Jesus said.
Jesus
A
also
stranger-
said, "Love your neighbor."
Don't bring your
Well, no,
There were
y'all are
no
actually taking the
stipulations
teachings
to
of
the color of their
Jesus.
skin or where they came from. You love your neighbor.
Ethan James here, interrupting your scheduled confrontation. This is a Bible loving and believing channel, so we are going to take a look at these ladies' claims and see if there is any validity to them. So without further ado, we have Leviticus 19:33 through 35. When a stranger sojourns with you in your land, you shall not do him wrong. You shall treat the stranger who sojourns with you as a native among you. And you shall love him as yourself, for you are strangers in the land of Egypt. I am the Lord your God. You shall do no wrong in judgment, in measures of length, of weight, or quantity. You shall have just balances, just weights, a just ephah, and a just hin. These are measurements of liquid, apparently. I am the Lord your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt. And you shall observe all my statutes and all my rules, and do them. I am the Lord. So when you first look at that, you go, well, yeah, maybe we should be letting a bunch of these illegal immigrants in, and maybe it's a good thing. Maybe that's what the Bible teaches. But there's two key things to look at in here. And the first one is you shall treat the stranger who sojourns with you as a native among you. And then the second part you need to look at is also, and you shall observe all my statutes and all my rules. So not distinct terms, but we're going to look at some more verses here in just a second. But it's saying that you need to treat them as basically another citizen of Israel. So you need to love them as you love yourself, but also that that the rules and statutes apply to them as well if you're treating them as if they were one of you. So moving on to Leviticus 24, because it says in less uncertain terms, it says, you shall have the same rule for the sojourner and for the native, for I am the Lord your God. So Moses spoke to the people of Israel, and they brought out of the camp the one who had cursed and stoned him with stones. Thus the people of Israel did as the Lord commanded Moses. So I'm sure that they probably wouldn't like the stoning aspect, but yeah, that's what God had commanded them to do at this point in time when Israel was wandering in the desert. So yeah, as you can see, that the immigrants or the sojourners, as we should love them and treat them humanely, are also subject to our rules and laws. And if they're not, then they are under the rule of judgment from our leaders. So this is Old Testament, but we're also going to take a look at the New Testament and see what Paul says. And this is Romans 13, 1 through 4. Let every person be subject to the governing authorities, for there is no authority except from God, and those that exist have been instituted by God. Therefore, whoever resists the authorities resists what God has appointed, and those who resist will incur judgment. For rulers are not a terror to good conduct, but to bad. Would you have no fear of the one who is in authority? Then do what is good, and you will receive his approval. For he is God's servant for your good. But if you do wrong, be afraid, for he does not bear the sword in vain. For he is the servant of God, an avenger who carries out God's wrath on the wrongdoer. So this is basically saying from Paul that God institutes who is in authority. So he pretty much, like whether you like the person that's elected or not, God has actually preordained that. He sets it, he allows it, he is determining it. And so whether you think, oh, this person's good or this person's bad, it is set up by God, and you still need to listen to them unless they're commanding you to do things that God has actually commanded you to not do. So God's authority supersedes the governing authorities' authority. So yeah, and on no uncertain terms that these people that have come over illegal are subject to our laws. And and she goes into talking about how loving your neighbor, loving your neighbor as yourself. What about the neighbor that is being trafficked? What about the neighbor that has to live to somebody who is a convicted blankophile, Yeah, it's not loving that neighbor. Where's your love and care for that neighbor? So this is the argument. And to just throw things out there and expect that to be like justification for breaking the law, it's not going to work. So now back to your scheduled confrontation.
Take care of
Well, yeah, but also if they've broken the law, there's still punishment for the consequences of our
You're
actions.
talking about turning the other cheek.
Well, that's right. Yeah, but I mean, we're not talking about that. We're talking about trying to protect the people that are innocent that have kept the law.
Protecting?
Well, human traffickers, the people that come over here, it's like people that are trafficked.
So the fact that
You don't think human trafficking is happening?
Yeah,
Legislative,
with Epstein
they,
and Trump.
yeah,
Well, it's happening with the cartels.
and
Yeah, it is happening
Epstein,
with the cartels.
and
I'm not
Yeah,
with
and
the
so
cartels.
and
one
people
of the biggest
and the
human
cartels
traffickers was
smuggle
Russia.
people over here.
And he's
Yeah,
put us
some
back
of
in
it
bed with Russia. So how do you feel about that?
I mean, what do you mean back in bed with Russia?
Oh, you know what I mean.
What do you know? I'm trying to find out what
Oh
you're
my
talking
God.
about.
Like,
Well, just tell me. You
I
can't
could
just say that and
say-
not give me an
I could just say,
answer.
like, he's probably sucking his dick in the,
that's just
behind the desk of the Oval Office, but you
that's
probably
not-
don't want that on film.
That's actually not even an answer to my question. It's just foulness.
How we're back in bed with Russia.
That's very attractive, by
Is
the
that
way.
what
Not
you're
really.
asking?
I don't want to lie to you. It's really disgusting what y'all are saying.
You did everything
All right.
you deserve.
I hope you show this to all the right people who are going to listen to you and no one else.
It will go on my YouTube.
I'm sure it will. And I'm sure all the right people will see.
Whoa, that was crazy. They're saying some nasty stuff, unsubstantiated. There's 2 more people left, so we'll go ahead and talk to them, see what they have to say, look at their signs. We'll talk to who's left. Hi there. What's your sign say? The cries of family torn apart will not go unanswered. So the families that are taken apart, you don't think that the parents are partially culpable for bringing their families here if they come over here illegally? Do you think that those people that are taken
I
apart?
don't think anything justifies ripping a family apart.
So what about breaking the laws or crime? You don't think so? No? Okay, what about you, sir?
What's the question?
Talking about families torn apart, do you think that the
Yeah.
parents have some kind of culpability for bringing their families over here, breaking the law and coming over illegally?
I don't think that tearing families apart is an appropriate or ethical response to that.
What if they've broken the law? You know, if their parent has committed like some kind of heinous crime or like,
Some kind of
rape
what
or
crime?
heinous crime like rape,
Heinous
murder, theft, stealing, grand larceny, robbery. Do you think
Well-
that parent should be able to stay with their children, not be deported or not go to jail?
We already have laws in place for people who commit crimes like that.
Right. And so, if they don't belong in our country, like if they're not like legal citizens,
Mhm.
wouldn't those people be deported or even go to jail?
Legally speaking, yeah, they would be deported. jailed.
Okay. Yeah. So you agree that we should deport illegal immigrants that have broken the law or
No,
done crimes?
I do
No.
not agree with that.
Okay.
I think it's a more nuanced issue than that.
Okay.
I think that most illegals are here because of documentation, which is a civil offense, not a criminal offense.
Yeah, it's still an offense, right? They shouldn't have come
Yeah,
over, right? It was against the law.
I don't think that every single offense warrants the cruelest punishment.
I got another question for you. Do you think 9 to 13 million people coming over here undocumented constitutes an invasion?
No, I do not.
Why not?
Invasion, in the sense that I understand it, is a military term. This is not a military movement. These are
What
not
about if they were?
organized people.
What if a large chunk of them are cartel members? Would you say that is that's kind of militant?
Well, I'm not even going to engage with that hypothetical because that's bullshit. I don't think.
You don't
that
think a lot of people are
significant-
committing crimes that come over here that are cartel members?
I think that our own citizens commit far more crimes than illegal immigrants.
Well, I mean, I think there's far more citizens than there are people that are coming over illegally. So I might agree with that maybe.
He's the best. Ask him about human trafficking.
Yeah.
He's the best.
Yeah. Asking about human trafficking. They actually believe that people that have committed crimes that don't belong here should go back. That we shouldn't protect criminals. Yeah.
Agreed.
Right?
But we
Or
gotta talk
or
about
that broken any laws.
We
that
gotta
is.
talk about a level of crime.
No, we're talking. Well, not talking about civil offense. They would probably agree with you that
Yeah,
you don't think that people
exactly.
civilly offended
So you
that also
shouldn't-
are here illegally should be
You
deported.
shouldn't lose everything you worked for because you got smoking weed.
Well, I mean, if you were,
Everybody smokes weed.
unless you weren't supposed to be here in the first place. Like there are legal channels, and it takes
So-
away from immigrants that come over.
Why
I
is
don't
it so
think-
important
Legally.
to you?
I don't
Huh?
think that it does take away from immigrants that are coming here because the system is broken. Like nobody's getting
But that's
here
not a real
anyway.
answer. You're just saying things are broken, so we shouldn't enforce law and order.
Correct. I think you should.
You don't think we should
do you know
enforce
that there
law and
are
order?
Laws that cops don't enforce.
Do you
because
think
they
that
don't think they're
Mexico is a good
appropriate?
place to live?
Yeah, with Scheinbaum as president now, hell yeah, that
You think
place
so?
is
You sound a
changing.
little like you're gaslighting
You think
again.
I'm hot right
actually.
now? No, I'm
Well,
not.
no, I didn't say that. It just sounds like yeah, totally.
No, I really-
you sound
have
like you
you-
don't believe what you're saying.
No, that's.
So you
that's
think
the
Mexico is
take.
a great place to live right now?
I would consider it. Yeah.
Oh, you consider it? Okay. So it's why are they leaving then?
They leave Mexico because they've come from a time and a place where they can't provide for their families.
Why can't they provide for their families?
I don't know. I don't understand all the economics. I couldn't tell you why there's homeless
Okay, so
people
you don't
here.
know
I
why
think
people
that
are
they're-
leaving Mexico en masse?
I think that they have made the wrong decision to come here. But if
We
they're
agree.
going, they made the wrong decision to come here because we're a shit place to be. Because people like
We're the place to
you,
be?
people like you are beating them down instead of trying to give them a hand
Why do you
up.
say that? I've employed people that are Hispanic. I work for a tree service.
That were immigrants or that were Hispanic?
Well, they have a social security card.
right.
Have you employed people?
I don't have a job, dude.
I basically run a halfway house actually. So I mean, you don't even know who I am, but you're making accusations about me.
What accusations did I make?
Well, you said that I don't help out people, that I beat people down.
I don't remember saying that.
Well, you just
Okay.
all right.
No, I believe you.
Lord bless y'all.
Play back the footage.
So what is the specific reason why you're out here?
There's a lot of reasons. How much
Okay.
time you got?
Oh, my buddy's in there. He's asking some questions, and then afterwards, gonna be heading out. But yeah, what's the most important reason to you?
Trump is a fascist,
Okay.
and the MAGA movement is
What makes him a fascist?
many things. There are
Trump is in the Epstein files.
Well, I would actually maybe agree with you. I think it's concerning. Well, so that he lied about it, but the thing is, all the victims actually said that they never saw Trump.
That's
So
not
like,
true.
well, no, that's what I've heard.
That's
So I don't
another
know.
reason I'm concerned
It
about
is
your
concerning that he
sources.
lied about it. I think it's a big black stain on his presidency, actually.
A pedophile is just a black stain. It's not a.
Well,
crime.
no, so I mean, he's got reasons for saying why he's not in it, but obviously it's concerning because he might be. I don't know.
He has
But that's,
he has been named by victims. You should
well, I'm
look
trying to
into
actually have a legitimate
Yeah,
conversation.
you have a legitimate conversation because this is not legitimate. We understand.
Hey, wait.
I know,
what's
you
your
sound very
YouTube channel?
sarcastic, I can tell. All right, so Trump
Wait,
is
no, really, what's your YouTube channel?
a strong supplanter.
Strong Sir?
Supplanter.
Sir Planter. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Go drive Sir.
Trump is a fascist. Okay.
Yeah.
What's a big reason why you think Trump is a fascist?
I think one of the easiest things to point to is his comments he made recently, like in the past few days. He said, "I can do anything I want," which is not true.
But don't you think that Trump speaks in hyperbole a lot?
I think that is a way for people to weasel out.
Say what?
I think that is a way for him and his supporters to weasel out of holding him accountable. I do not
Sure,
think.
but couldn't
that
you look at his
someone-
policy?
Excuse me. I do not think that someone in that position, leader of the free world, right,
Uh-huh.
should be someone who is unclear about what they say.
I agree.
And I think if we look at his actions, I believe that Trump is being serious when he says he can do whatever he wants. He's taken many steps to consolidate power.
Well, he's
and
tried to do
exercise
that right,
power.
and then he's actually been blocked back by the courts on some things.
And he has tried to retaliate for that, and he has lashed out on social media.
But he goes through the legal system, right?
No, the legal system is barely holding him back right now. If he had the power, which he is accumulating the power, to bypass the legal system entirely, he would. He will. It's coming.
Okay, so that's why you think he's a fascist. But if you're allowed
Sure,
to
that's
be
a
out
good
here right now,
example.
would a fascist allow you to be out here protesting this?
Yes.
Okay, well, how is that?
Because fascists are strategic. They know what they're doing.
Okay, I'll give you that. It's not very fascistic of him, but I agree that fascist could be
Fascism
strategic.
happens in increments, right?
Okay,
If
so what's a policy that's fascistic?
all these deportations and the
Well, I think that's
implementation
law.
of
I
ICE.
think that's cracking down law and order. I think that's why
Well,
Mexico is in a
that
bad
is
place.
not true.
'Cause
I think the biggest example we can look at is Calamaro Abrego Garcia, innocent person.
he was there was actually a couple of courts that said that he was an MS-13 gang member, and the more we find out about him, and then he came back for a trial. Actually, we did bring him back.
Right after the Trump administration said
Deported him, send him to El
he
Salvador.
would never come back again, right?
Yeah, but there was enough
Yeah, so
outcry
I
for them
think-
to,
I think
and then
it's
they
that
also
strained
they admitted
legal
that.
system, that strained rule of law
Yeah.
that barely brought him back.
There was a mistake there by their
Also,
administration,
just to
and
be
then they still
clear,
rectified it.
If he really was MS-13, I don't think the White House would need to release a Photoshop picture of MS-13 on his knuckles. I think they'd have better evidence than a shitty Photoshop.
Well, they do actually have a lot more evidence
so
afterwards.
anyways,
So people looked
off
into
of
it a lot
one
more.
individual, that's one example, but
Okay, it's not a good example though.
it's an excellent example.
Hello, sir.
How are you?
Good, and you?
All right.
Everything good?
You got a bunch of people in here, don't you?
It's one for sick.
terrified.
Yes. Go back to work.
Gotcha. Where you working at?
Where?
Where?
San Luis, Missouri.
Missouri?
Yes, sir.
Gotcha. Okay.
But I'm from to Maryland.
Okay.
That good old Maryland accent, we all know that.
Come right over here.
Okay.
So nothing illegal?
No, sir.
Okay. Where did
Except for driving with a suspended license. Not to mention that the 8 people in his vehicle also don't have IDs.
you say you was coming from?
So I coming from to San Luis, Missouri. The project is over there. So right now it's done. 2 weeks over there.
Okay.
So right now I'm going back to home.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So stay right there. I'm gonna get my dog out. Okay. But did you see how squad in the back?
There's 8 people in there.
Yeah, I know. I didn't know that. They put an extra row of seats in there.
Yeah. So he's getting paid to all these people, probably to Maryland, I would say, if I had my
He
guess.
said they all work together. Is what he's telling me. But he's the only one that knows
So,
English.
so let me ask you this: they don't have any luggage in there, right? And if you get them out, they're gonna have to have toothpaste and they're going to have toothbrushes in their pockets. I guarantee it.
I wonder if this guy really thinks this is a good example, or if he's actually looked into any of this at all.
Also, the American citizens that ICE has harassed and brutalized.
I don't see any evidence of that.
You haven't looked hard enough. It's on social media.
I've been following this one pretty well. That's why I'm actually here for the hiring. Because I believe that we should be enforcing law and order here. They target people individually, and I'm for that.
So why are they targeting people in immigration
Well, if they're
courts?
criminals, right? They've broken the law, or if they've done something to violate
So they
their
are
visas.
in court trying to do things right.
But if they haven't done things right, that's who the people that are targeted.
So if it's about law and order, why are resources being focused on people who are trying to do things the right way, being handled by the courts? If there
I don't
is
see
an
any evidence of that.
invasion of mostly heinous cartel
13 million
members,
people came
why
over
are
undocumented.
sick children being deported? Why are
So I think that is
workers
a
being
point to
deported?
argue, though. You say that you don't think it is an invasion, but I'd say
No, I do
9 million people, 9 to 13 million people coming over the border illegally, I would constitute as an invasion.
On what grounds?
Especially with a lot, because it's 9 to 13 million people is coming over our border illegally, a lot of which are
makes
cartel
that an
members and human
invasion?
traffickers. Huh?
What makes that an invasion?
Well, it's 9 to 13 million people
It's
coming
a lot
over
of
our
people,
border
but
illegally.
is it a
That's an
military
invasion of people. It's a large mass of people coming over to
Right,
an
well,
area they
see,
don't
like,
belong.
You're using that word in a very specific way, right? You're using the word invasion.
Well, you're using it a very non-distinct way to say 9 to 13 million people are not an invasion when they come over
and
illegally.
also Trump invoking the Alien Enemies Act. Right?
That wasn't even invoked, but it is in our Constitution. He has legal precedence to be able to because it's talking about invasion. Basically, it's that
Right.
it's 14th Amendment that if there is fear of the states and that in times
Right,
of
so
invasion or public danger,
You're doing
that they're allowed to
something
do
that is common with fascists, which is you use words.
Well, it's the Constitution, and if the
I'm talking
Supreme
about the
Court
word
wanted to bring it
invasion,
to
right?
their attention.
Invasion, in the sense of the laws that the MAGA administration is trying to invoke, has a legal definition.
Right.
It also has a colloquial definition. So if we were talking about the colloquial definition, sure, you could
Well,
argue.
We can agree that words and their definitions change. That's why we have to interpret the Constitution. That's why we have high court systems.
That's right.
Yeah, so I mean, why wouldn't this go up to the Supreme Court to talk about this? And they haven't seemed to take it up anyway, because I think that probably because they agree with Trump that this is an invasion, 9 to 13 million people.
I do think the 6-3 split court would agree with Trump. Yeah, maybe not legitimately, maybe not on intellectual.
But that is
legal,
democracy.
ethical
That
grounds.
is our Constitution. That's our court system. If you don't like our court system, it's like, well, you can change laws, but I mean, that's our Constitution.
I view the United States currently as more of an oligarchy than a true democracy.
Okay.
So I would debate you on that point.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, in that case, I don't know what your name is, but
I'd rather not shake your hand, thank you.
all right. A little disrespectful, but I'm here to respect you. I've listened to you. You take care, sir. Lord bless you.